Assalamu alaikum. Today we shall continue with thematic analysis part 2. In our first video we learned that thematic analysis is a set of tools and techniques for the social researcher to both collect and analyze qualitative data. Then we learned that thematic analysis begins with collecting primary themes which are then organized into organizing themes or information, and that information is actually the organization of primary themes as per the variables and their attributes given in the research topic. And then we learned that once we have the information, now it is making sense and we can suggest or we can claim that the global theme showing the variables and their interrelationships is theoretically substantiated with the help of the evidence or data you collected from the literature. However, that information, which is in the form of organizing themes, gives the lists of the variables and attributes or the themes. It has to be connected and produced in the form of a writing, in the form of a debate or an essay or a thesis or an article. So we need the final tool which helps the researcher to bring together all these themes related to the variables and attributes and the claims together. We shall use the tool of argumentation. Argumentation suggests that all these themes relating to a particular topic or issue are actually in the form of evidence on the basis of which claims are made, and the evidence and claim is supported by certain logic or reasons or principles. For example, here the topic we are using as a sample says, self-confidence positively changes employee performance. Now, the evidence means from the literature we learned that self-confidence increases the employee performance. So, on the basis of this ground, and that is literature, that is the data collected from different scholars regarding this, the impact of self-confidence on the employee performance, we claim that self-confidence increases the employee performance. Now, why should the people believe it? Not only because we are saying that the scholars are saying. No, what is the logic used by the scholars? The scholars suggest that self-confidence increases the employee performance because they also suggest that the person or the employee with high level of confidence has the ability to take initiatives, the employee has the power to work boldly, the employee becomes more strong worker because of high level of confidence, the resilience power is increased in the employee. So these are the logics, these are the principles on the basis of which we are making the claim that self-confidence increases the employee performance. We can bring together more evidence to support this logic, like self-confidence. Researchers tell that self-confidence also increases the self-control of the employee, so the employee becomes focused when he is working in the organization. So, according to this argumentation model, we have the evidence. Then on the basis of this evidence about the self-confidence, we make the claim that it, according to the researchers, it affects the employee performance or it increases the employee performance. Then this relationship is supported by logic or reason or principles in the form of these facts and figures, these themes we have collected, which support this relationship. Likewise, there can be counter arguments or the people who may not believe in this relationship and they come up with different arguments which are called counter arguments. Like, for example, if a researcher says that self confidence increases the employee performance, but overconfidence doesn't support this relationship. Overconfidence is dangerous, and this claim is not true if there is overconfidence. So that is the counterclaim and affecting the same relationship. Then we come up with the rebuttal for this counterclaim. And the rebuttal is that can be managed, which means that overconfidence can be managed through training, through counseling. So you can see that we put some of the themes here, then some themes are got together in the form of warrant, then other themes will take this place of backing the warrant or the principle or the logic of the relationship. Similarly, we shall use several references at this level, references at this level, and in this way you can see that these references are being distributed around these 6 items. Number 1, the ground. 2, the claim supported by warrant or principles or logic. 3, 4, this principle is supported by backing evidence and next evidence and next evidence. For example, you can come up with evidence from developing countries, from poor countries, from the advanced countries. So backing, there can be a number of references, or you can place or fix most of your research material in the form of backing. Backing here as well as backing, you can also use this kind of backing for the ground as well. So to close my discussion, I will use an example to make the understanding of this model a bit more simple and usable for you, and so that you can use this model to organize and weld together or connect together all of your qualitative data which is available in different forms, and the template or the form has still not changed from primary to organizing themes in the form of information. Still it is in the primary form and as it was collected. But when you use this model, then everything is connected together, and all the themes or all the pieces of information, they start attaching with the total idea or story. Now this model may work within one paragraph, or it may, one argument may include 2 or 3 or 4 or more paragraphs. So to, as a final example, for the sake of understanding that what is all this going on, we take an example of 2 friends, and friend 1 tells the other that I have got the laptop. On the basis of evidence that he has actually got a laptop, and tells the friend that I have got a laptop, the friend says that why should I believe you? He shows the picture of the laptop which is placed on a table in some room. The friend says it can be the picture of any laptop. The first friend says that check the room. Again he shows him the same picture and says that around that laptop, look at the room. Don't you understand, or don't you know whose room is that? And then the friend says, oh yes, you are right, you got it. Now you can see evidence that first friend has actually bought a laptop. On the basis of this, he makes a claim to his friend that he has got the laptop. The friend says, prove it. In other words, counterclaim, that I don't believe you. Why should I believe you? Come up with more evidence. He shows the picture, and Then the second friend says that yes, there is a laptop, but why should I believe that it is your laptop? Again, counter claim, and you have to come up with rebuttal. And finally, when the first friend again uses the picture and tells him that go deeper into the picture beyond the laptop, and you will find that this is my room. So the laptop in my room is my laptop. The friend says, okay, you are right, and I believe you. So the logic which worked, or it works in our everyday life, the same logic works in this argument, and the same argument is used in almost all of the social research. Argumentation is therefore the final activity in thematic analysis which welds together, or which connects together all the facts and figures or primary themes into a presentable debate or essay or writing. Thank you very much.